fine. It's fine. I came back yesterday. Yesterday morning. That's how things are, isn't it?
Welcome.
Is this?
Actually,
information. It's in the office now. President, if you come, this can number no come. You know what?
Sorry, everybody. Sit down. Yeah. Hi. I thought something was going to happen. You're all looking so different. When I came in, I didn't recognize you. Looking very smart.
Thank you very much.
Ready to leave. Are you looking forward to going?
of course, man.
Is everybody here? There's some people missing.
Yeah, everybody's.
Some of us are not here, but some of us are us.
Okay. How's it going with your write-up for GCC?
I can say that this month we are close to 100% through the work. We are at the stage of general editing. We want to edit it from our own edit.
You sent me something.
Yes, and then we got your mail, and I'm sure they got a reply too. Send you a reply.
Okay. I got two things from you. The first one, then I got something you called introduction. I don't remember. What did you say in your reply?
We replied to the message.
Yes.
You got a one-page reply from us.
No, I don't think so.
Initially, from our discussion at the council, we were told that a draft of one of our works was sent to. So we had to write one page reply letting you know that we haven't even touched that. We're fully aware
That you were sent.
because we initially, before the revision of the system, to have a weekly 10 to 5 pages that we just brought to show that we are having progress. So it was one of those weeks that it was typed and sent directly. It was when we got your mail, we now found out something was being sent to you.
So it wasn't intentional.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
Because I was surprised. It needed to be rewritten, and a lot of it didn't make sense. So I spent a lot of time trying to.
That wasn't supposed to be our work at all. It wasn't supposed to be our work.
One page letter we sent explained that
Where did you send the letter to?
as soon as we got your email, we dropped by or give to the council.
Maybe it went into
Voice.
spam or something. I didn't get it, honestly.
No.
But I understood that there was a mistake somewhere. The introduction was good. They said, hey, that's more like it. That's what I'm expecting. But we still have a lot of work to do in a very short space of time. Obviously, we're not sticking to the original timetable, but we're okay. We'll still be okay because as long as we get things within the next couple of weeks, I'll probably come and see you again where you're going to from here. And then we can actually say, okay, let's do it like this and sit down and work. Without the maybe slightly less pressure. Yeah. Okay, so I know today is a very nerve-wracking day. Yeah.
We've made remarkable progress so far.
because this is what it's all about. There's life after the mansion, and life after the mansion is bigger than the mansion.
Of course,
So
of course.
I was expecting you guys to be geared up, right? You know, we're not just here to enjoy 60 days, we're also got the future to look forward to.
Of course.
Okay, so now we're on the same page. Okay. Good. It's good to see you guys again. It's good to be back in Nigeria. Nice and hot. I was freezing, getting cold.
I look like someone like always ready.
And all that. So, yeah. So what you said everybody is here. Some people have
When
gone.
like used to see, but
They
it
all
was not
got
long.
the.
There were a lot of people, and then the minister.
Okay, I'm going to leave you guys soon
Yeah,
because you're
you're
getting a very
He's on the donation.
first visitor. What?
He's going to promise to help us with
Yes.
you approve?
Okay. Well, you're all looking very well. Thank you. All right. Bye bye. Let's see. Bye bye.
Chama, it was only you. Nobody could hear my voice.
Which one?
What do you mean?
I have two right hands. I should have done that.
Look for classic movies like Give Me One.
Is it my own? Yeah, me. Okay.
The one I
Yeah, I
get
almost
one from
check.
the speech, fine.
Yes.
But if I don't look for
My
one,
bag, just
the
to
one that's already
sure.
behind me. Let me get my beat to be correct. I want to ask you. Media. Correct. I like that. Down. Sports.
Wow.
Yeah, changing the narrative. I like that. That this is a very key question. Yeah. This one I want to ask. Now, or should you? That's the one you want to ask him, right? Yeah. Okay, look for my one now. No. Alright. You don't want to give me my phone.
Good to go.
Anyone where you can just give me the international community, they are so
Is there? Well, that for the place, this chaplet should bead. I got my white bead.
It's unacceptable. That is unacceptable.
With that thing with it, man. Also, do jumper like this. Jumper.
You know, okay, we'll go down.
It's gonna be like we call results. What better time to call results? No, be now. You get. You know, Bolian, you carry all the station. Yes, no. See reporters, radio, TV.
Can you say
Well, I've been promised to help with AIT. With think will help us make the show go.
Is this my question?
Okay. Maybe they just want to do deals, say
Correct.
even after
Get another question.
the show.
So that we know which one
This
we
is
share.
they've been talking after the show, say they will show up.
You can carry the more lucrative
Even
first.
if you no blow, sit down for your house, no way. When the show finish,
If I laugh,
you go look at yourself.
oh my God,
You see how you do the blow.
my father.
And then you can't correct anything again. There you go, they see yourself. You say, but Nami now. You say, but Nami be this now. And you have no power to correct it. You got another glass?
Na kana ta holo ko kawai. Aboki ka zanna kana ta holo ko ga.
Na press screen.
Wallahi zai boro ba gidan.
Oh God, no, no. To the cup. We'll go together.
Na shiga uku da. Na shiga. Yanzu nake gani he has 36 questions already.
Perfect.
Chairman. Chairman. Not a question.
What do you think?
Ka bani na uku. Na kuma gama da magana da ogana na.
Graças, tá bom.
Labor Room Reality TV show.
Good day, Nigerians. Representing the big heart and the heart of the Nigerians.
It's you, Michael.
My name is Ushiru, the Labor Room Governor of Delta State. I have been asked to communicate my stance. I have been challenged to communicate my view. I have been pushed to the wall, scratched on every side. Yet, we are not perplexed, we are not in despair. We remain resolute in our stance. In my pursuit for why and how nations are built, in my study on the men who made the 21st century, I have come to one conclusion. It is not in the abundance of resources. It is not in the abundance of projects. It's not even in the manner of programs or prayer. There is a currency by which nations are made. There is a currency by which posterity is preserved. There is a currency not in the naira, nor in the dollar, nor in the British pound. There is a hope that keeps us together. Nigerians, I have come to one conclusion. Hope is the currency of the future. Hope is the currency that builds nations. Hope is what keeps the people of different tribes and languages together. Hope is what makes you ignore the brutal reality and go in pursuit of your future, of your dream. The task before us may be audacious. The present harsh reality may not conform with our financial equivalents. But I remain adamant that hope is our only currency for the future. I remember sitting on my mother's laps. I remember the harsh realities of what will become of our dear nation, Nigeria. I remember the struggles of the Niger Delta. I remember the missed calls in northeastern Nigeria. I still remember vividly the agitations of the southeast. It may not matter who is right or who is wrong. It will not count what your stance is. All that will count is did you have hope in Nigeria? We be 37 today, but I know plus you will become 38. The Super 37 Labor Room governors will retain our hope in Nigeria. We retain our hope in the future of this great nation. We retain hope, however severe the circumstances may be, because hope is the currency of the future. Your children will not spend naira, they will spend hope.
A Labor Room Reality TV show.
Good day, Nigerians. My name is Dr. Isizobo Sylvester Ehino, and I am the Labor Room Governor of Edo State, speaking to you from the Labor Room Mansion, far away somewhere in Nigeria. Nigeria, have you ever taken your time to wonder what Nigeria meant? And nothing but the best nation. I, intelligent set of people. G, great nation.
Another state. My name is Jude Bauer, the Governor representing the state. And the name of my pet project is called See My Channel 100%. It's a tourism project aimed at exposing the potentials of Mambila Plateau's awesome sceneries to the world for investment. You're welcome.
You're most welcome to our minister, Honorable Minister for Information Controls. My name is Jawolusi Oluwashimsu, the Labor Room Governor for Ekiti State. I'm so pleased to introduce to you the Ekiti State Agro Initiative, structured towards the globalization of agriculture in Nigeria by engaging the Ekiti youths in cooperative farming of our nutritious Ikimo rice and also package it into our processed products. And also to end foreign exchange from it to conserve our much needed foreign exchange in Nigeria. And also on my long-term projection to establish a national ICT industrial park in my state to blaze a trail for a knowledge-driven economy that counts on the youth in the development process of the nation. Thanks a lot, sir.
I celebrate you, sir. I am Jean DK, Labor Room Governor representing River State, the treasure base of the nation. I'm the founder. Thank you, sir. Nepal Palm and Ethanol Refinery, a renewable energy, an alternative for gasoline and diesel. The project is targeted to create direct and indirect jobs in River State, also to improve livelihoods in River State, and by the special grace of God, River State will be clean and fresh.
It's nice having you in our midst, sir. My name is Timothy Akinshola Jr., and I'm the Labor Room Governor for Osun State. My pet project is Nigeria and the Tourism Festival. I'm sure it's going to be interesting, sir. We are going to be promoting our culture and tradition. To introduce to the world our agri produce by processing it, packaging them, and preserving them to meet international markets. You are welcome, sir.
What else can I say? Change has come. And one thing with our administration is they keep to their word. You came the other day and you said you are coming back and you did. My name is Prince Yusi Ngawa, the Labor Room Governor of Katsina State. And my pet project is Tagwaye Foundation, an integrated
plantation?
Tagwaye Foundation.
Tagwaye.
An integrated charity foundation. Thank you.
Very welcome, sir. Words can be said by everyone. Keeping to them can only be done by great men. Thank you for keeping your words. My name is Abubakar Suleiman. I'm the Labor Room Governor representing Nasarawa State. And my personal project is Emerging CEO. It's a leadership and mentoring training for you, aimed at making them self-reliant and most importantly, helping them create more CEOs. You are welcome.
You're highly welcome to our United Solution-Driven Mansion. My name is Muhammad Isa Sule, the Labor Room Governor representing the good people of Kogi State. I'm the founder of Edu Conquest. It's an educational competition targeted at harnessing the intelligence and creativity of Nigerian youths. It's going to be the first educational competition targeted at educational development in Nigeria.
The highest esteem for your office and your personality, representing the big heart of this nation and the heart of the Niger Delta. I am the Labor Room Governor representing the Delta State, and my name is Oshiv Rifunofi. To clear the air, I am a Niger Delta Youth Peace Ambassador. Now, the title of my pet project, my passion, is LRG 900. It is targeted at impacting annually not less than 9,000 Deltans. L standing for leadership training, raising the next generation of Nigerian Delta leaders who are not going to be Deltans. R stands for Rural Women Agribusiness Empowerment, tapping into our small and medium-scale enterprises, particularly for rural women. And G is for targeted grassroots sports development. The best Olympians today are swimmers, and the Greeks are our potential best Olympians. LRG 900, the highly welcome.
You're most welcome, sir. I love youth and I love to work with youth. And on that note, I love to say that the hallmark and global relevance of the great nation is the emotional, mental, and psychological stability of the youth of such a nation. My name is Ifela Jendali. I'm the Labour Governor of Ogun State, and my personal development project is ARM, Arc and Rainbow Movement. We're interested in putting colors inside youth in everything that has to do with them. Emotional, mental, and psychological fitness. We'll be working with NLP practitioners, with psychologists, with counselors, and with life coaches so that we would ensure that our youth are able to fit with the global relevance. Most welcome, sir.
Most welcome, sir. From Center of Learning, my name is Sharon Lemidi Stefanos, and I'm the Labour Governor for Kaduna State. It's my pleasure to introduce you my personal development project, which I tagged Dada Initiative, meaning the Media Anti-Drug Abuse Initiative, with a vision to reduce drug-induced crimes and violence rate in Kaduna State and the country at large. Because when the youth act well and do well, definitely Nigeria will be. They are most welcome.
Welcome, sir. My best day in the house was the first day in Kenya. And I said, it shows that someday there will be a strong voice to take our message out there. Thank you, sir, for coming. I am Dr. Sezobo Sylvester. I am the Labour Room Governor of Edo State. My pet project is Amen Project, Alternative Meats for Nigerian Project. This project is targeted at helping Nigerians achieving SDGs 1 to 5. Eradication of poverty, hunger, good education, good health, and gender equality. The project will be divided into 4 phases. First, we're going to target 2 alternative meats in Nigeria, rapid and stable. Now, the key targets we're going to have are women and children. Now, sir, imagine the women in the poor villages. Imagine children as small as 5 can make money on their own. Imagine the contribution it will make to the Nigerian economy. Thank you, sir.
You're most welcome, sir. I am Dibal Nice Jonathan, Labour Room Governor for Borno State. It is true that for every community or country to develop, we must invest in the educational system. The impending effect of the insurgency crisis on the education system in Borno State is disheartening, and because of that, I came up with a project titled Mubama Yara Ilimi. It means educate children in English. It's targeted at providing audiovisual education aid materials for children in crisis areas, starting from the children in the IDP camps in Borno State. You're most welcome, sir.
You're highly welcome, sir. It's good to have you. From the Pearl of Tourism, I am Chomvrum Heleta Tuspona, Labour Room Governor representing Bauchi State. And my pet project is Pearls in Agriculture. It's a modern-oriented, integrated farming system for children in primary and secondary school, giving them a first-hand experience in agriculture. So when they grow, you don't have to cajole them, because that become part and parcel of them. You're welcome, sir.
You're highly welcome, our distinguished guests. My name is Nana Promise Belong, the Labour Governor representing Plateau State, from the home of peace and tourism. The title of my pet project is called The Industrial Estate. We are tapping into the imaginative, futuristic minds of children from primary, secondary, the home of the disabled, orphanages, and the kids on the street, putting them in an industrial hub where they'll be trained to become entrepreneurs, inventors, and future business models, so that by the time they are 18, they'll become financially independent through the art of saving. This is going to cause an industrial revolution in the next 20 years in Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. You're most welcome to our Labour Room mansion. My name is Olubenga John Johnson, Labour Room Governor of Ondo State. My project is Ondokana Chocolate Factory and Cocoa Processing Center. The idea is to use state agricultural resources to build revenue that can help with state development and eventually federal development. Thank you.
Good evening, Honorable Minister for Information and Culture. Welcome to the home of the Super 37 solution reactors, who are creating and sustaining a prolonged political, social and economic chain reaction across Nigeria. From the Eastern Heartland, my name is Onyekwe Godwin Nwachukwu Neke. I'm the Labour Room Governor for Imo State. I dream of Nigeria running an intellectual economy where the next billion-dollar startup like Facebook and Uber can come from the creativity of her citizen. The title of my pet development project is the Innovative Solution Hub in Imo State, where we are going to train 1,000 youth from Imo State and equipping them with skills to prepare them for the independent marketplace, where they don't have to go to work in the morning and come back in the evening. They can use their knowledge, talent, skill or hobby to earn reliable income. We are partnering with the Made in Nigeria platform, 234work.com, which is a freelance platform that has the capacity of engaging 10 million Nigerian youths with or without certificate to earn a living. You're welcome to our solution-driven mansion.
From the state of Harmony, Kwara State, my name is Oluwatobi Yeroja. My personal pet development project is known as Project National Values. It is a book that we plan to infuse into every arm of the educational sector. Here we have 3 governors talking about education. This is no gainsaying that education remains a backbone for Nigeria to survive. It's a book that will help every student to enhance their natural endowments, to empower them to discover their natural giving talents, to display and deploy to the world. You're most welcome, sir.
You're welcome, sir. From the People's Paradise. From the People's Paradise, Cross River State, I welcome you to our solution-driven mansion. I am Ambassador Ewai Besho Ati, and my pet project is called Besh Empire. It's all about educating women, youth, and children on skill acquisition and the non-formal sector of education, which is literacy. And also, we also have a fashion house which will display only made in Nigeria products. You're welcome.
Welcome, sir, from the heart of the northern Nigeria, Sokoto State, seat of the Caliphate, and the most peaceful state in Nigeria. My name is Nafi Bello Basakwachi, the Bolum Governor representing Sokoto State. My personal project is the Life of Almajiri, a possible solution to street begging. Thank you.
From the salt of the nation, the state that adds taste to the nation, I am Ambassador Ikechukwu Henry Ozibu, the founder of Emerge Entrepreneurial Hub, creating an enabling environment to the dreams of every Nigerian youth. We all know that the largest population of Nigeria is made up of youths. Imagine where 30% of these youths are entrepreneurs. You're welcome to our solution-driven mansion.
I guess you're from a boy.
Yes, sir.
You didn't mention it, but it's salt anyway.
Yes. History will be kind to us because we are writing it in this mansion, in the Green Century Code. My name is Chinedu Namaba, representing the light of the nation, the home to Nnamdi Azikiwe, the great Zik of Africa. Today is his birthday, and the home to Chinua Achebe, the great literary icon. Today is also his birthday. My pet project is 774 Community Library Development. And the idea is to develop libraries in our local communities, in every local government in this country. And the vision is to restore the culture of learning so that we may be as knowledgeable and as intelligent as you are, sir. So we might as well start with your local government. You are welcome. Thank you.
From the pride of the Yoruba nation, the pace-setter state, I am Adela Kwadenka Ibrahim, the Labour Room Governor for your state. Sir, climate challenge is no respect of any border.
are known for integrity and honesty. So I'm not surprised that you kept to your words. Lawyers actually my name is I.Y. Mela. I'm the Labour Room Governor representing Gombe State. My personal development project is the Microscope. It's talent hunt, basically focused on entertainment and sports. We intend to give our young people in the ghettos an opportunity to showcase their talent in order to earn a living and also grow the economy. It's also known as Ghettos Got Talent. Now, sir, I am very, very sure you are very, very comfortable because hearing the governors, you now understand that when your party picked the slogan change, they actually meant these people.
That's right.
I trust that at the end of this meeting, you will deem fit the Super 37 worthy partners to bring more of this change to our people.
That's right.
We are not unmindful of the fact that this government have the youth at heart. I also want to tell you, sir, that each governor you see here has at least over 400,000 young people who look up to them as mentors and followers in their various states.
That's right.
So you will believe with me that they are the most appropriate people to go through in ensuring that the young people of Nigeria get this change we've been talking about. We've been in this house for over 61 days now. And in these 61 days, we've recorded tremendous success. We've achieved, most importantly, unity. Right. Unity has been a great challenge. As you know, unity has been a great challenge in this country. That is not to say that we've not had problems. Because if we've not had problems, then this project looks too doctored. As a matter of fact, it's a failure. We've had problems, but each time we are given a task that borders on something that we should look at it as a country, we drop our individual difference and focus on the issue frontally. And considering the fact that we know that nobody has monopoly of being taking part in public decision making, we have also decided to make contribution through this book, which is known as the Green Century Code. This is the Green Century Code. It's a 100-year development plan. Right now the book is empty, but it's a magical book. It's a magical book in the sense that anything you put there will germinate. It's a book that that you are permitted to dream wide and wild, and we are sure that at the end of the day it will germinate. Also, we have faced some challenges, but I'm sure that at the end of the day you will encourage us. This is how far I can go for now. I will add more, but for now you have the floor to give us words of encouragement. Thank you very much. You are most welcome, sir. Sorry, sir. Before I sit down, I will want to also introduce my immediate cabinet. The secretary on your left, Ambassador. Sorry, the spokesman, Ambassador.
So he owns the same portfolio as I hold.
Oh. Ambassador Nura Issa Gusau, the Labour Room Governor representing Zamfara State, and of course the sensational, beautiful Labour Room Governor representing Abia State, the Miss Joy Nwosu Chinoso.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm sure, sir. I'm sure, sir. You heard that some of us are ambassadors. You heard all of us are ambassadors. We have more than 10 ambassadorial positions from different people who saw what we've been doing and they said that wow, they want to key into it, and they made us ambassadors to send these stories outside. I'm sure at the end of the day you may decide to also make us ambassadors. We actually don't like praises.
No.
But if you insist, who are we? So you have to say no. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Is on?
Yes, it's on.
Let me please first apologize very sincerely. I was supposed to have been here earlier on, but as you would know, probably because in the labor we may not know, we had the Mr. President was at a book presentation that documented his 2 years in office today. As the Minister of Information and Culture, I was the host.
Wow.
And I had to give an address. And you know, when Mr. President is at a function, nobody can leave until after, especially since it was my own event. So I actually had to call Nina from there to apologize why we come in late. It would have been earlier, but the event was shifted from 11 to 12. If I said at 11, we still have been able to make it. So I apologize for not coming at 2 as I promised. Now, listening to you, to the labor room governors and your pet projects has rekindled my faith that has rekindled my faith and belief that Nigeria truly has a future. You see, I've listened very passionately to each of you and your pet projects. And your pet projects are precisely those things that can rescue this country. Whether it's education, whether it's, intelligence-driven economy, whether it is agriculture, whether it is fashion, whether it is tourism, whether it is the creative industry, whether it's science and technology or innovation, you can see, or whether it is even those who have dedicated their lives to peace and conflict resolution. You can see that within this labor room, you are able to identify precisely the challenges the country is facing and the passion with which you have expressed yourselves is quite, encouraging, because I see in you absolutely no fear. You don't believe that your objectives are insurmountable. You believe in yourself, which is very important, and you believe in this country. And that's why I think I'm lucky to be here today. Yes. I'm lucky because what bothers many of us is, who are we going to hand over the baton to? Many of us have been in the public, space for quite a while. But listening to you today, I know that there are many like Mohammeds here, there are many Fasholas here, there are many Buharis here. So it gives me a lot of pleasure and encouragement. I'll start my intervention by giving you a small story. A man one day went in his dream, actually.
Excuse me.
Okay, this one. This one?
Yeah, it's
okay. In his dream, entered a magnificent palace. And there was a sentry at the entrance. And he saw this magnificent palace, and he knocked, and they allowed him to enter. Nobody asked him for anything. He got there, and he saw a table that was set. And he saw people eating, and he joined the meal. Very sumptuous meal. After eating, he stood up and asked where would he pay for the food he had eaten. And he was told, no, the food you have eaten is free. He asked them, why? But you don't know me from anywhere. Why am I not paying for my food? He said, because your parents had paid for your food. So he thanked them. And he was going out. When he now got to the gate, he was now confronted with an invoice to pay. And the man said, no, I've been told that food here is free because my parents paid for me. Why are you giving me another invoice? He said, so that you can also pay for your children. In other words, you see, we have a responsibility to ensure that life is easier for you, because our own parents made life easier for us. So we have an obligation to ensure that your life is made easier. Now, there's a Nigeria that you probably don't know, which I'm going to talk to you about today. We used to have a country where it did not matter whether you were rich, whether you were poor, you had equal opportunity. That country was Nigeria. And that is precisely what this government is trying to achieve. I will tell you my own personal experience. I come from what used to be northern Nigeria. Because in those days there were no states. There were only 3 regions. Eastern region, Western region, Northern region. It was later, when we were in primary school, in 1963, that another region was created, what was called Midwestern region. And I was born and raised in a village where there used to be a transport service called Amel's Transport. Amel's Transport used to come to our village every market day. Then to bring letters and postage and mails. In those days, everybody sat for what was called common entrance examination. And you did not need to know anybody. If you passed, you passed. If you failed, you failed. In the northern region in those days, there were 3 government colleges. In the whole of what is now 19 states, there were only 3 government colleges. One was Government College Zaria, which people now call Bariwa. Another was Government College Kaduna. And the third was called Government College Kefi in today's Nasarawa state. Of the 3, even if I'm biased, I think the most competitive to get into was Government College Kefi. But the system was very simple. There used to be 30 provinces in the then northern Nigeria. And when you sat for your common entrance examination, you pick the best 6 from each province. We used to have Zaria province, Borno province, Plateau province, Benue province, Kaba province, Idoli province, Sadana province, and so on. And you sat in your village, you did the exam, and they collected your papers, and they will take you to Kaduna to mark. And if you pass, they will come back to your village and tell you had passed the examination. Now, in my own case, I remember very vividly that on one bright morning, we were on the assembly line, and then the principal called us out and gave us letters that we had passed the examination to Government College Kefi, and we were going to attend interview at Ilorin. The government of the day then made provision for us to get to Ilorin, because they knew that many of our parents probably could not afford, the transport fare. So, and then they made provision that when we got to Ilorin, we would stay in the provincial secondary school because we had to sleep overnight. They made sure that the time of the interview would be when those schools were on vacation. So we did our interview. In those days, we used to have, Britons as principals and teachers in those schools. We did the interview. We went back to our villages and went back to our farms. On the result, again, one day, they called us out that we had passed the entrance examination. Now, we knew when we were going to resume. But again, the government of this same country in those days gave everybody that passed the examination a train warrant to enable you to travel from the nearest train station to your school. The nearest train station to my school is called Gudi. We used to take the Lagos Port Harcourt train those days. Then we stop at Gudi, and at the train used to get about 4 or 5 a.m. But the school bus, which was a wooden lorry, will be waiting to collect you at Gudi and take you to school. When we got to our school, they will take your measurement and go and pick your uniform. Now, the unique thing about the school I'm talking about, my own school, government called Kefi, is that it was a school where we had the same quality of education. We slept in the same rooms, we had the same facilities, but we paid different school fees. Your school fees is determined by your background. And I remember clearly, because I was privileged to be the classmate to the son of the then Prime Minister, Balewa. Because his father was the Prime Minister, he was paying £36 a year school fees. Because my own father was a farmer, I was paying £3 a year. And we were in the same class. We took the same exams. We ate the same food. Though the sons of ministers were paying £24. The sons of permanent secretaries, I think, were paying £12. Wealthy traders were paying £6 or £12. And then those that were declared completely, poor, free. But the beauty of it was that we never saw ourselves either as the son of the Prime Minister or the son of a farmer. We saw ourselves as Nigerians. We saw ourselves as other Nigerians. And we went through the same, challenges. And many of us made friends that lasted us all our lives. That was a Nigeria that was built on equality. The only thing that could make you different was your talent, your intelligence, your hard work, your character. So we had a situation whereby we had in our class the son of the Prime Minister, incidentally the late President Umaru Yar'Adua was actually in the same school with me, And I remember that his father then was the minister for Lagos affairs in those days. But we, as young boys, we all indulge in mischief together. You know, after lights out, you know, looking for where you are going to soak your gari with groundnut, because those are the equivalent of our candies in those days. But those who came from weather background, the school authority didn't allow you to even exhibit that kind of background, because we all had to wear the same school uniform, and on Fridays and Sundays we all had the same white kaftan that we wore to school. Everybody had to wear the same tennis shoes. Now that was a Nigeria that was able to bring out the best from every part of the country, irrespective of the background of your parents. And that's kind of Nigeria that I think we need to rebuild. That's kind of Nigeria that I see all of you now telling me that this is your passion, that is your passion. That is a country, that's a Nigeria where a person will be judged not on the basis of who his father or mother is, because it is an accident that where you are born or through whom you come to the world, you don't have a choice. It's not by accident. Now, but what is not an accident is what you make of your life. And the best way any government can make sure that you turn out well is to give you that enabling environment. And that is what this government has been trying to do. Unfortunately, the story I've told you is a story about probably 50 years. If you go back to those schools today, they are shadows of themselves. Who is the ambassador from Nasarawa? Nasarawa. Have you been to Kefi in recent times? Pardon? So we are going to take you to court. You are the people that spoiled our school. Now, he knows what this school I'm talking about. That school used to call it the Eton of the North. Because to get there, you simply had to, you know, pass your exam. And I remember in those schools, in those days, it was unusual for anybody to be expelled from school. I remember my principal used to say that if you are brought to Kefi, we are not interested whether you make grade 1 or grade 2 or grade 3 or you make 12 excellence. No. We must forge your character. Because the most important thing in life is character and integrity. I'm sure many of you will look back and see a lot of your colleagues and friends who have fallen by the roadside. Not because they were not intelligent, but because they lacked character, because they lacked discipline. So that's why I'm glad today, what I hear, what I see, that this is going to be that generation of Nigerians that will bring back our lost glory. We as a government, we are laying that foundation for you. And I'll start with security. If you remember, there was a time in this Abuja that the United Nations building was bombed by Boko Haram. The police, Nigeria police headquarters was bombed by Boko Haram. If you thought those were, you know, highbrow places, the same Boko Haram went to Yanya and went to a crowded park twice bombed them, losing to loss of lives. In those days in Abuja, I'm talking about 5 years ago, not too long ago, 4-5 years ago, in Abuja, nobody could sleep with his 2 eyes closed. Churches, many churches could not hold services. Mosques, if you are going to mosque, they will frisk you. I still remember in 2014, it was 2015. There was this headline by Trust. It said 41 days to election. 13 local governments still under Boko Haram. The truth of the matter is that when we were being sworn in on the 29th of May 2015, about 20 local governments in Nigeria were under the sovereign occupation of Boko Haram. Many of our brothers from the northeast could not go home. Schools were closed. Markets were closed. Potiskum used to be the biggest cattle market in West Africa. Boko Haram burnt it to the ground. Today, we are proud to say why this is important is that without security, there can be no form of life. There can be no development. There can be no progress. There can be no economy. So those who criticize Buhari's government, we ask them, what would have happened if Buhari had not come in? Because this success in decimating Boko Haram did not come just by doing nothing. It came as a result of the policies the government led by the president brought in. The first thing he did was that he relocated the command and control of the Nigerian army from Abuja to Maiduguri. As a tested war general, he reasoned that how can there be a war in Maiduguri and the people who are in control and command will be in Abuja? So in fact, at a point in time, the insurgents might be strong enough that they will not allow you to go there. So he relocated them to Maiduguri. The next thing he did was that he changed the heads of all the services and put their trusted and competent people. Before, our soldiers used to run away from Boko Haram because money that was meant to equip the soldiers